والسلام عليك يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك.
مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم.
الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my viewers listening right now. I hope everyone is in the best of health and iman. Welcome to another episode of Iftar with Usman Attari. Alhamdulillah, this is our third episode. Just before I call my special VIP guest, if everyone can share this link live on your socials, WhatsApp status, everything, and inshallah, I have a very big, very popular VIP special guest with us this week, this episode today, none other than Ismail Hussain. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ismail,
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
how are you, Ismail?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. How's Ramadan going for you so far?
Alhamdulillah, it's okay. It's a little hard being inside all the time, but it's good. Get to spend time with our family, and we just get to do a lot more
Yeah.
things when we get home.
Do you think the lockdown helps in Ramadan, no? Or
It
is it
does.
a bit harder?
It helps a little bit, but obviously it's a little hard not going out sometimes. But it does help. You get to spend more time at home.
I think you need to go out here and there sometime,
Yeah,
get that fresh air.
yeah.
And what is your daily schedule in Ramadan then? What do you do like all obviously because there's no work, there's no school, there's no mosque, nothing. What does Ismail Hussain do?
Well, for me, it's quite good in a sense because I'm doing my A level, so all my exams have been cancelled now. So all my exams have been cancelled, so I don't have to really do much work. But I do sleep quite late, so I stay up till Fajr every day, and then I read Fajr, then go to sleep, and then wake up for Zuhr. So I sleep quite late, wake up late, and then just read Quran, read my namaz. I do quite a lot of practice, make videos for social media, and then help my mum
MashaAllah.
cook sometimes, clean, and just helping around the house.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I think even just doing everything for your social media, everything, that's a job itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it can get hard sometimes. You have to do so many
Have to
takes of
keep on top
videos,
of
and
it.
it can get hard sometimes. Yeah.
I think you need a personal assistant now,
Yeah.
MashaAllah, because you're you're a very big popular person, MashaAllah. Ismail, if I could ask you to recite, if you could do tilawat for this episode today.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما وضعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى
Wow, subhanallah,
ووجدك
subhanallah.
عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah, 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 subhanallah. Ismail, that sounds like somebody from Egypt is reciting the Quran there, MashaAllah.
I've never
Such
really done
beautiful
Quran
voice.
recitation
Also,
much.
the pronunciation. Honestly, the pronunciation was perfect as well, MashaAllah. Proper sound like, what's his name? Kari Ayub Basif.
Ayub Asif, yes, yeah.
Yeah. He sounded proper like him, MashaAllah. So
Jazakallah.
Ismail Hussain, a few more questions. We'll just ask you a few questions and then get
No
some
problem.
requests going on. We've got a lot of requests for you from yesterday since I put the post up. And we'll ask you a few questions and we'll just carry on from there. Ismail Hussain, for the viewers that don't know, what is your age?
I'm 18 years old. Just turned
MashaAllah,
18.
MashaAllah. 18 years old.
I don't think I look
And
18. I think I'm a little older now with the beard. It's getting a bit
with
big
the
now,
beard
so
going big. A
I'm still
lockdown
18.
beard. And Ismail, obviously, most people must have seen you grow up. I've seen you grow up, from a child to a man, mashallah. What age did you start reciting Naats?
I started reciting when I was about. Well, I've always been reciting since I started to talk. I've always been reciting, so like 3 or 4 years old. But publicly, the first ever method that I recited in front of people, it was when I was about 7 years old, and the video is actually still on YouTube. It's on. I remember reciting at Al Mustafa Center, and it was like 10, 11 years ago, and I'm just sat there in my
MashaAllah,
green imama
mashallah.
on, and I'm just reciting. But yeah, that's where it all
Like
started
Madani
about 10,
Munna,
11
yeah?
years ago.
Madani Munna, yeah?
Yeah, that's the.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Ismail, I've definitely, MashaAllah. I remember when you was a child, I had the honor, I'd say the honor to do a duet with you. This is about 5, 6 years ago. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I
Sarkar Ka
remember.
Madina, the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time we ever out together. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I've seen you grow up and you've become more and more popular and you've become a celebrity. But
No.
Alhamdulillah, one thing I've got to say, with obviously, no matter how famous you've gone, you've stayed humble, you've had your feet on the ground, MashaAllah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, always.
Ismail, so who's your favorite Nathan then growing up since the childhood?
Well, it's kind of changed as I've grown older. When I was a young boy, I used to listen to all Nathans, to be honest. One thing I didn't like to do was just copy one Nathan. I'd always like to create my own unique type of
MashaAllah.
style. So I'd listen to everyone. I listened to Awais Qadri, Shabazz Kamal Freedi, Khalid Hussain, Sayyid Zabib. I listened to just all of them and just tried to mix them all in one and just create my own style. And I think that's why, alhamdulillah, I was able to go to a lot of methods and like gain a lot of popularity because it was my own style. But I think now one of my favorites has to be Khalid Hussain because of his style and just I don't
MashaAllah.
know, it's just
I
you
think
can't explain why someone's your
there's a lot
favorite.
of
It's
people's
just
favorite.
something about him. It's just I don't know. It's just amazing.
You have that special connection.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think Qari Isa Khan, I had him a few days ago. He was saying the same thing about Khalid Hussain, Khalid, and Sayyid Zabir Masood Shah Sahab. One thing about you, Ismail, mashallah, you could recite in many Nathans the way they read. You recite like a West Qadri, his style.
Yeah,
You've got the Khalid Hussain style. You've got Sayyid Zabir Masood Shah style. And now, obviously, later on, I'll ask you about the English Nasheed. Ismail, so would you like to recite the favorite Nath of your favorite Nathwan?
no problem, inshallah. Sallallahu alayka ya Rasul Allah wa sallam alayka ya Habib Allah. अपनी
Wow, wow.
रहमत के समुंदर में उतर जाने दे अपनी रहमत के समुंदर में उतर जाने दे बेठिकाना हुआ जद से बेठिकाना
Wow, wow, wow,
हुआ
wow.
जन से मुझे घर जाने दे अपनी रहमत के समुंदर मैं उतर जाने दे सूए बतहा लिए जाती है हवाए बतहा
वाह वाह वाह
हाँ सूए बतहा सूए बतहा
वाह
लिए जाती है हवाए बतहा
वाह
सूए
वाह वाह वाह,
बतहा
क्या बात है।
लिए जाती है हवाए बतहा बुए दुनिया बुए दुनिया मुझे गुमराह न कर जाने दे बे ठिकाना हूँ अज़ल से बेठिकाना हूँ अज़ल से मुझे घर जाने दे अपनी रहमत के समुंदर मैं उतर जाने दे न मैं तख्त मंगा न मैं ताज मंगा न मैं तख्त मंगा न मैं ताज मंगा न मैं मंग दिया मैनू जर मिल
वाह
जाए
वाह वाह
बस अपनी रहमत के समुंदर मैं उतर जाने दे मेरे तैबा वाले अपनी रहमत के समुंदर मैं उतर जाने दे
वाह 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 वाह, माशाल्लाह, बहुत खूब, very beautiful, माशाल्लाह, Ismail साहब.
Thank you very much.
Ismail साहब, we've got quite a few comments coming in. We've got Bair Rada, he said first, he said give you salam, he told me to give you salam as well. And also brother Hamza Muhammad, you know who that
Mashallah.
is.
Yeah.
Mashallah, our brother Chief,
Chief Hamza, yeah.
he's giving you salam, and he's saying
Salam.
Ismail, it's time to get married soon, you're 18.
Inshallah, whenever God wills, when the time is right.
That's inshallah. So Ismail Saab, like I said before, you're a very popular Nathan inside and outside the UK, all around the world, mashallah,
Alhamdulillah.
from a very young age. So which countries have you visited for your Nathwani then? I know there's a massive list. It's okay, you got enough time.
There's
Go with it.
quite a lot. I don't
You can
think.
tell us them all.
Let's see if I can remember. So we did a Europe tour. So a lot of Europe we went to. So we went to Belgium, France, Portugal. Where else did we go? Went to, and then also outside of Europe, we went to Mauritius, South Africa, Pakistan, the UAE, Kuwait. There's more, but I can't remember at the top of my head. But
Pakistan?
alhamdulillah, over 10 to 15 countries to recite now, alhamdulillah.
Mashallah. So Ismail Saab, which country from all them was your favorite one?
That's a hard
So,
question.
recite.
Everywhere we went was it was different. The people there were like everywhere we went, people were different. There were so many different like the way people lived, and it made you realize like a lot. Well, when we went to some countries, people had nothing, but the amount of love they showed was like you could not tell that at all. But I think the couple of countries that stood out to me were South Africa. The people in South Africa were amazing. The way they treated everywhere we went, people treated us well. The hospitality has always been amazing, but in South Africa, they were just the way they treated us, and the people there were just amazing everywhere we went. And then also Mauritius was amazing. We'd literally go to Mauritius and recite, and you'd literally say a couple of words, and the crowd would just finish the rest of the night. The crowd in Mauritius was amazing. Kuwait, the people there again, the beautiful people. The crowd there was amazing. The people there, you could tell they were passionate about reciting. And then Pakistan, obviously, the crowds in Pakistan, you can never beat thousands and thousands of people. They all have that passion and the love for
Yeah,
Nat.
yeah,
So
mashallah.
everywhere we go, it's all different. There's different people, but alhamdulillah, every country we've been to, we've never met people that have treated us bad. And the hospitality has always been amazing. People have been amazing. So alhamdulillah, it's been good.
Mashallah, Ismail. Which countries from all them would you like to visit again?
That's a good question. Which one would I like? I'd like to visit a lot of them again, to be honest. I love to go to Mauritius again. I love to go to South Africa again. I'd love to go to Kuwait again. Portugal, Belgium. Why not? What it is that when you spend a couple of days with people, you kind of build that connection with them because you're always with them. So not
True.
seeing them for a long time, you kind of miss the people. So like when we were in Kuwait, we spent a lot of time with the people in Kuwait and we were quite close to them. So I'd love to go to Kuwait again and meet the people there again and see how everyone's doing and how everything's changed over the years.
Mashallah, mashallah. So, Ismail Saab, which country would you like to go now to visit for Nath Khwani that you've not been to? I mean, you've been to quite a lot that you haven't been to.
There's a couple that I haven't been to the US before. I'd love to go to the US and see what it's like there because I've heard there's a lot of people who there's a lot of like there's a crowd for Nath Khwani, and also Australia, Canada. That's some place that we've never been. It's on the other side of the world, so it'd be good to maybe explore and see what it's about. I've had a couple of messages and a couple of friends in Australia and Canada who are interested. So inshallah, maybe soon.
Inshallah, inshallah. And maybe Dubai as well?
Inshallah, maybe, why not?
Ismail Saab, obviously you've been to a lot of places for Nath Khwani. And have you ever had the chance of visiting the blessed lands of Makkah and Medina Sharif?
I have, yes. It was about 5 years ago. I went with my family, but since then I haven't been. It's been 5 years now since I've been.
Okay, I know, seeing the Kaaba Sharif, Gumbad Sharif for the first time is something that you cannot describe in words. But in your best way, tell us how it felt. Try your best.
For me, obviously, it was amazing because I was young, obviously, and I've been reciting Nats all my life. But for me, it was just a feeling that I don't think I can even explain because everything I do and the reason I am where I am today and I'm able to travel the world and I've got millions of views online was all because, and it was all in front of me, like everything I have and everything I do and everything I've had over all these years, it was just right in front of me. So the feeling was just amazing, and to be able to recite in front of the Gumbad, and it was just an amazing feeling. I don't think anyone can explain.
But I don't think anybody can. Yeah, I don't think anybody can. But obviously, and our brother Hamza has requested a Naat Sarkar Medina.
Sarkar Medina.
That's Sarkar Ka Medina.
Sarkar is one of my Naats that I released. Well, I recorded this in the studio, but I never really did a video for it. But
I know.
The audio is on my website, but alhamdulillah, it's done amazing. A lot of people have enjoyed that Naat, yeah. Shall we recite?
Yeah, if you can recite that. Yeah, he's saying if you can recite that for him.
बेकस पे करम कीजिए सरकार मदीना बेकस पे करम कीजिए सरकार मदीना गर्दिश में है तकदीर भंवर में है सफीना बेकस बेकरम कीजिए सरकार मदीना है वक्त मदद आइए बिगड़ी को बनाए है वक्त मदद आइए बिगड़ी को बनाए पोशीदा नहीं आपसे कुछ दिल के फसाने बेकस पे करम कीजिए सरकार मदीना बेकस पे करम कीजिए सरकार मदीना बेकस पे करम कीजिए सरकार मदीना गर्दिश महतक धीरे बबर में है सफीना आ, आ,
Wow, 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 wow. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Ismail Saab. You said that you've recorded this in the studio, but you haven't obviously done a video to it. Would you like to do that one day, though?
Yeah, it's definitely something we're working on. I didn't really think it do this well as it's done. We
It
released it on
was
our
beautiful now. That's a beautiful now.
yeah, alhamdulillah, it's done quite well. We released it on our website and a lot of people watched it. And I did a short, just a 1 minute video on Instagram, and people quite liked it. It's a peaceful type of track. It's something quite mellow. So a lot of people have requested to do the video. So inshallah, we will be doing a video for this soon, definitely, 100%.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Keep it up, Ismail. So, Ismail, you've had many successful singles from Urdu, Punjabi to Arabic, and now English. Do you remember your first ever single that you've done?
Yeah, I do actually. Sab Vil Takro, yeah. It's been quite a long time actually since I've read that, yeah. I still remember, and when I recorded
If
that,
you could recite it, a bit of it.
let's see if I remember. Yeah, I'll recite the chorus inshallah.
Give a one share.
Sab vird karo Allah Allah onu yaad karo Allah Allah sab vird karo Allah Allah onu yaad karo Allah Allah jera sare jagda wali hai jera sare jagda wali hai oda zikr karo Allah 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 sab vird karo Allah Allah onu yaad karo Allah Allah sab vird karo. If anyone wants to listen to that, inshallah, head over to iTunes or Spotify. The full thing will be on there, inshallah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Ismail, how many albums have you done so far then?
So I've done 2 albums now. So I did one quite a long time, about 4 or 5 years ago. I think it's been since I did the first one. That was just vocals only. That was before my voice broke, so I had the baby voice then. And alhamdulillah, the CD was good. Alhamdulillah, quite a lot of people liked it. And then now a couple of years ago, in 2017, I think it was 2017 or 18, I released another album, which alhamdulillah again did well. We sold quite a lot of CDs. We sold a couple of hundred in South Africa as well. So alhamdulillah, that CD was good. But now I think a lot of people are using social media, and it's mainly just about everything you can just do off your phone or off your iPad. So I think it's better now to do things online. Not many people really listen to CDs as much. So we're mainly focusing on
that's true. I think
now, yeah.
I think the CDs one day that'll probably finish as well. Ismail Saab, obviously your latest album and project was called the Project 5. Yeah. How did this album come along?
Well, to be honest, it wasn't really meant to be an album. We were just going to release them as singles. So we were in the UAE, and when we went to go record these videos, and we were just going to release them as singles. And when we were in the car, I think we were on the way to one of the sites to go shoot a video. I was just in the car and I was just looking out the window, and obviously you could see the desert, and I was just thinking like it'd be a good idea to create a project, because it'd create that hype and it'd make people want to listen to it more. If we said to you now, we've got Project 5 coming, it'd create that bit of suspense so people would want to listen to it. So we were thinking of a name. We came up with loads of names, and then our brother Umar, he came up with Project 5, which it's a simple name, but it was quite effective. A lot of people it created that hype. So as soon as we said Project 5, people were thinking, what is it? What could it be? Then we released a little video what Project 5 was. And now, alhamdulillah, the 3rd release is coming out tomorrow. So, alhamdulillah, it's going good.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That was I think, you know, because everybody recites Urdu naats, Punjabi naats, and
Yeah,
I think what you've done on Project 5 is very, very good, mashallah. You're opening a new market, and it's for people that don't understand, like, for example, Urdu, Punjabi naats.
yeah.
You know, they could, you know, understand the English one and they could
Yeah, and
recite with you with that,
me
mashallah.
being a youngster myself, so I'm quite young as well, and I know what it's like. I hang around with a lot of young people, and a lot of things that they said to me were, look, we want to listen to notes and stuff, but we don't really understand it. We could only listen to it because of the tune. So I think it's good that there's something there now, so no one really has an excuse not to listen to it, because they can understand it, they can learn from it, and it can just increase their love for notes more.
Yeah. Um, Obviously, m- Asians more or less read the Urdu naats, Punjabi naats. You know, you come up with the English one, mashallah. That's brilliant. Do you think did you come with the English naats because it was a missing market, or was it because you wanted to do something new, something different?
I think it was a bit of both. There are obviously English nasheed artists out there, but
Not
for
many
me,
Asians.
sorry, not many
I don't
Asians.
know.
Yeah, yeah. But I think one thing was that all my life I've been singing Urdu and Punjabi naats, and the following that I've gained over the years has been mainly youngsters, and they obviously enjoyed the Punjabi and Urdu naats, but they can't really understand it or learn something from it. If one of us were to listen to a Punjabi Urdu, we'd understand it and we can maybe learn something from it, but these youngsters couldn't. So now that it's in English, they can understand these nasheeds, they can learn something from them, they can go, they can share this with their family, and I think they'd benefit from it quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely Ismail. So, how did you come about with composing the notes and in the Project 5? And who wrote the lyrics for you as well, or did you write them yourself?
Now we have someone who's wrote the lyrics for us, someone part of our team, and then the compositions we just really came up with. Yeah, myself and Umar, we sit down, but it was mainly Umar, to be honest. I'm not gonna take all the credit, but we sat together, and Umar, he's a man of many talents when it comes to this sort of stuff. So he's looking for compositions and sitting with people and making sure this is right, and then he'd send me this
He's
composition.
a master of composition, I gotta say, yeah.
Master of compositions. He'd sit down, he'd send me the composition, and I'd try to recite it, send him a voice note back, he'd send me one back, and we'll just play around with it, change this word, change. We just, and then by the time, after a couple of hours, a couple of days, the composition has been completely changed, and sometimes we'll sit down with musicians and create our own compositions and stuff like that. So they're all fresh compositions, fresh melodies, fresh. It's all, alhamdulillah, it's all fresh lyrics, and everything is all something brand new.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. And Ismail Saab, when did you release your first single from the album Project 5?
So I released it on my birthday, on the 16th of January. So it's been a couple of months now, yeah. 16th of
I
January.
remember we went out to eat that day as well.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
MashaAllah. And obviously, you released the second one in March, was it? I think 7th, 8th, something like
Yeah,
that.
it was in March. We just thought we'd keep a couple of months gap between, so 4 to 6 weeks between each one. So each one has enough time to get out to enough people. So now it's been about 6 weeks since the last release. So inshallah, tomorrow, the next one will be releasing.
MashaAllah. One thing I got to say, Ismail, so far from the two nasheeds that you've released, Who Allah, that was the first one, Hamd. Very beautiful. You know, it's just, it makes you feel like you're connecting with Allah. The spiritual feeling to it is, mashallah, beautiful. And then you've got the Ya Nabi. That's like praise the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And like, that has a different vibe. Mashallah. Of all the kalams in your, of all the nuts in the album Project 5, have they all got a different vibe to them? The rest
Yeah,
of them
I'm
that are
just going
coming
to
out.
mention that they're all completely different. So Hu Allah, that's quite upbeat and it's quite fast, and it's obviously a hamd. Ya Nabi is a bit slower, and it's in the praise of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This next one that's coming out is called Forgive Me. This is more of a emotional type of nasheed. So I think the Ramadan, and I think the time that we're living in now with all this virus and stuff, is definitely a good nasheed to come out. This is a more of an emotional self-reflection type of.
Can you tell the story behind that? I mean, I'm sure you got a storyline to that. Just tell us a bit of,
We've got a story like inshallah it's coming out tomorrow, so I don't want to really ruin it, but it's mainly just about self-reflection and forgiveness, and it's basically talking about how we have everything we want in life, and how when we have everything we forget about God, but as soon as we need help we forget about God. So it's just about these small little things and asking for forgiveness. And then the one after that, Ya Sayyidi, that's another completely different type of vibe. And then Noor al Huda, that's the last one. That's a very slow, mellow. So each one has its own different type of feeling to it.
Acha. Brother Hamza Muhammad has said, Ismail, traveling to a mahfil with Usman is very boring for me as he makes me drive. How do you find traveling with Usman? Please say boring, he said.
No, I think it's better when we all travel together. It's more fun, I think, because when I normally go to events now, it's good obviously, but when you're with more people, it's more, you can have a talk, time just passes a lot quicker.
I think we've been to Alhamdulillah, we've been to quite a lot of we've even been to Holland together as well.
We went to Holland together.
That was a good time as well. You vlogged that as well, and behind the scenes bloopers as well. MashaAllah. Ismail Saab, there's a lot of requests, so we'll give the questions a little break for a moment. And if you could recite, 1 second, I'll get that up now. So, Brother Riz Khan, I think is Brother Rizwan from Rochdale.
Yes.
Mutual friend. He's requested if you could recite Ik Roz Hoga Jana, even just one share.
No problem.
Just so that we can get all the requests done in time.
एक रोज होगा जाना, एक रोज होगा जाना, सरकार की गली में एक रोज होगा जाना, सरकार की गली में होगा वही ठिकाना, होगा वही ठिकाना, सरकार की गली में एक रोज होगा जाना, आंखें तो देखने को, हाँ आंखें तो देखने को पहले ही मुज़तरिब थी, आंखें तो देखने को पहले ही मुज़तरिब थी, दिल भी हुआ रवाना, दिल भी हुआ रवाना, सरकार की गली में एक रोज होगा जाना, समझेंगे हाँ नियाज़ी, हाँ समझेंगे हाँ नियाज़ी उनकी करम नवाज़ी, जिस दिन हुए रवाना, हाँ जिस दिन हुए रवाना, सरकार की गली में एक रोज होगा जाना, हाँ एक रोज होगा जाना.
MashaAllah. I believe this kalam was in your second album.
It was, inshallah. This is something that we might also be doing a video to as well. The response to this has been
we're getting some exclusives,
amazing,
Ismail Saab, we'll quickly do some farmaisha, even one share, just so that obviously we get all the farmaisha over with. A few people have said if you could do a duet with Usman, up to bus ek, he don't have. We've done that before, but I don't think it'll work on the online streaming because your voice and my voice won't match together yet. So if you could recite bus ek he don't have, then straight after even recite Lajpal Nabi, one share.
No problem. लजपाल नबी मेरे दर दादी दबा देना, जद वक्त नज़ा आए दामन दी हवा देना दिल रोंदा ए मेरा 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 दिल रोंदा ए जान देने आका जदों लोक मदीने नो हुण सानू वी आका आका हुण सानू वी आका दरबार विखा देना आखिरी वक्त में क्या रौन न के दुनिया देखो मेरे मौला अब तो बस कहीं दोन है मेरे मौला अब तो बस कहीं दोन है के मदीना देखो इसने भी मदीना देख लिया उसने भी मदीना देख लिया इसने भी मदीना देख लिया उसने भी मदीना देख लिया इसने भी मदीना देख लिया उसने भी मदीना देख लिया सरकार कभी तो मैं भी कहूँ मैंने भी मदीना देख लिया अब तो बस धुन है के मदीना देखो
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Jazakallah to Brother Zaid Rauf for requesting this kalam, and also to salam to Tehseen Ali Malifax. We give salam. And Brother Tanveer Zaul, Rizwan's brother. Assalamu alaikum. Ismail Saab, just a few more questions if you don't mind.
No problem.
Ismail, obviously, I love how, so far the Project 5, the two nasheeds that you've released, how the beautiful, I've really loved them. Now I'm looking to hear the third one, inshallah, releasing tomorrow. I think that's the reason why I've got you on today. So, because obviously your nasheed is releasing tomorrow, so you can just talk a bit more about your Project 5 and your nasheed and everything. And I wish you nothing but the success, inshallah, with the next nasheed and the whole of Project 5. It will be a success. It is a success, inshallah. So a few more questions about the Project 5. Ismail Saab, what made you go to Dubai and shoot the videos there?
So we had a lot of different locations in mind, but I think Dubai was something that was, I think it was easiest for us, and there were quite a lot of destinations in Dubai. So what we did was it wasn't just in Dubai. We went to lots of different states in the UAE. We didn't want to really get the flashy side of Dubai. We wanted to get more of the culture and the desert and that sort of stuff. So we went to loads of different states. So the states that we didn't even really know about. So we were in obviously Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, and so many different small little states within the UAE that not many people really knew about, but the scenes were amazing. I think you guys will see definitely when the videos are released. You can't even really tell it's in Dubai. Every place is like its own different country, but alhamdulillah, it was easy for us to go to the UAE and for the camera crew and everything like that, and the locations as well in Dubai were good. So I think that was one of the reasons why we went to Dubai.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I mean, the second single that you did, Ya Nabi, I love the masjid that you was in. It reminded me of the Blue Mosque in Turkey.
Yeah, that was in Sharjah. That was the Sharjah Grand Mosque. I think we were speaking to some of the people at the mosque. I think it was half Turkish and half the Arabs. I think they joined together and they made that mosque. I think it was
the collaboration and
MashaAllah. Collaboration, yeah. Beautiful mosque, yeah.
Very, very beautiful. I love that mosque. I love how the fountains and everything. And obviously, when the opening scene, it looks like the Blue Mosque in Turkey, mashallah.
Yeah, it was a new mosque. It was just opening. They still had branches on the tree and like tape around it because it wasn't even all done. But alhamdulillah, we got there in good time, and we were able to shoot there, so it was good, alhamdulillah.
So Ismail, Do you have any teachers that's taught you to recite notes, or they just come over time naturally, or like?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I didn't really have a teacher at the start, but now, alhamdulillah, we spent a lot of time with Sayyid Faiz Rasool, and
MashaAllah.
he taught us a lot. So all the rags and the technicalities that, like they say, behind knots and getting all the notes and practice stuff is all from Sayyid Faiz Rasool, an amazing teacher, definitely.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You're also a teacher yourself. Can you tell us a bit more about your teaching, how it is, how you're finding it, and how it came about?
It's good, alhamdulillah. So myself, Umar, and Isa, we attend. It's at Victor Street every Saturday. So we have kids from the age of 10 years old all the way up to 21-year-olds. They're not really kids if they're 21, but the eldest student we have is, I think, 21 years old. And we just, I think it's our way of just giving back to the community, and it's a free
And
class.
it's fi sabilillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah,
MashaAllah,
it's
yeah.
for free. Yeah, anyone can join. Whoever they want, they can just join. It's our way of giving back to the community and helping the kids out. So we don't want
MashaAllah.
anyone to have that excuse of saying, "Look, I didn't have the money, or I didn't have this, I didn't have that." It's a totally free class. We sit down for about an hour. We teach the kids. Um, we teach them narts. We've done over 15 or 20 narts now, and it's not only about teaching the lyrics. We also teach them about how to practice, what to do, what foods not to eat, what to eat, and then also respect is also respecting your parents and all that. Everything about respecting how you should go into a mehfil, what you should wear, what you
MashaAllah,
should not
MashaAllah.
wear, asking for ijazat, stuff like that. So these small little things, and alhamdulillah, it's been going on for a year now, and it's been a great success, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah, that's really good because a lot of little kids in Bradford, even outside of Bradford, around the world, they look at you as a role model, MashaAllah. And it's really good that you're coming out, taking your time out to teach these people for free. Nobody does it for free these days, anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
MashaAllah, props to you, Ismail. Keep
Thank
up
you.
the good work, MashaAllah. And you were saying about, can you hear me, Ismail?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so Ismail, what do you find hard about teaching arts? Or what do you
About
find easy as well?
about teaching not.
Yeah, yeah. Teaching, teaching the kids how to read notes and stuff.
Well, the way we do it is a little different to how other classes do it. A lot of classes just really get a group of students and everyone just reads together. What we do is we when we have a full class, we sit down with a couple of students. So there's 4 or 5 students, and we just tell them to read,
Yeah.
and we go through each word, like word by word, and so we make sure every single note is right. And that can obviously be a little hard sometimes because they're obviously kids at the end of the day, and it takes a lot of time to practice. But one thing we realized is that the kids, they pick it up quite a lot. So within 2 weeks or even a week, sometimes the kids learn the notes straight away. But I think the hardest part is what we do is we teach them
MashaAllah.
note by note, and we make sure everything's perfect. But alhamdulillah, we haven't had any problems as of yet. It's been good. All the kids have been learning the notes. Everyone's unique in their own way, and there's definitely there's a lot of talent, definitely 100% a lot of talent in that class.
Obviously, you were telling me that you tell them what to eat, what not to eat for, just say like to look after your throat. So, Ismail, could you tell us as well what foods should we eat, or which ones should we avoid? What should we, what drinks, for example, as well?
I think it really depends on the person. So some people foods will affect and some people won't. But I think the main thing it comes down to is practice. So no matter what you eat, you can eat all the food you want, and if you don't practice, then it's going to affect your throat. But if you eat, let's say, loads of oily foods and things that are bad for your throat, fizzy drinks, and you practice, then that's not a problem at all. It all comes down to how much practice you do at the end.
Yeah, Ismail. Obviously, you've done a lot of countless of nasheeds now. Who would you like to do a duet with? If you are like a khwaish, you had a wish that you want to do a duet with somebody, who would it be?
There's a lot of people actually. That's a question I've never really thought about, to be honest. I think now because I'm doing nasheeds, I'd love to do a duet with Sami Yusuf in the future. Definitely, it'd be a dream come true. because obviously
That would be big.
he's the biggest nasheed artist going, and I'm obviously just slowly coming into reciting nasheed. So I think it'd be a dream come true for me to do. Inshallah, one day maybe. You never know.
Inshallah, you never know. With the success of Project 5, inshallah, I will take you there to Sama Yusuf, inshallah. And chalo, that's for the nasheeds. What about for the naats? Which naat khan would you like to do a duet with? Recording duet, not like a mehfil duet.
Recording
Like
duet.
studio
There's a lot of
duet.
naat. I wouldn't really mind. I think we need to do a duet, 100%. That's in demand. We definitely need to do a duet.
Inshallah. No, I mean, we've got a lot of comments saying today as well, do a duet even today as well. Inshallah, you never know in the near future. I need to make a single first.
Yeah, that's one thing you need to do.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. But I think
Inshallah.
Pakistani
And
naat, I wouldn't really mind doing a duet within Khalid Hussain. I'd love to do a duet. I'd love to see how he would be in the studio, and I think that's one thing I'd love to see definitely. And Sayyid Zabib Masood. So yeah, I think them two would be good to do a duet with.
mashallah, Ismail, you've had a lot of, like you saying, like your favorite Nathan is Khalid Hussain, and obviously there's a few others as well. A lot of these big Nathans I've given you, I've complimented your voice. How does it feel when somebody like Khalid Hussain, Khalid, or even somebody like Awaisullah Qadri who's recited with you as well? How does it feel when big Nathans like this compliment you or even read with you? What's that feeling? Describe that feeling.
It's a good feeling because obviously, alhamdulillah, from a young age we've been reciting and we've put all that hard work in, that dedication, and we've looked up to these Nathans. So when they do appreciate you and respect you and obviously compliment you, then it's a big thing because we've been listening to these Nathans from a very young age, and for them to like compliment you and to say good things about you, it's a good feeling. Definitely, 100%. Can't really explain how it feels.
Does it boost your confidence?
100%. It boosts our confidence quite a lot, but obviously we have to keep our feet on the ground, as they say, stay humble about it. But it's definitely it helps you and it increases your confidence 100%.
So Ismail Saab, where would you like to see yourself in just say 5-10 years time?
5. Well, I'd love to carry on reciting naats because obviously that's my roots and that's how.
Inshallah, that's forever. Inshallah.
That's forever. That's one thing I wouldn't be able to stop because obviously I am who I am today because of naats, and that's definitely one thing I'd always want to do. But I definitely want to travel the world reciting nasheeds and just reaching out to people all around the world. And I think I'd love to carry on reciting nasheeds in different languages, so we could help people all around the world and increase that love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But definitely that's the plan, inshallah.
MashaAllah, inshallah. And now I've got a few questions. I'm going to ask you a few questions about yourself, general questions that people don't know about you. This is obviously these are questions that I've asked before. They're regarding your naats and stuff like that. Like this is like your personal. What is Ismail Hussein's hobbies?
Hobbies. I play PlayStation. I think if that's a hobby. Football, I play here and there. I think singing has to be my biggest hobby. I'm always in my room practicing. That's another hobby. And just really going out with my friends, I think that's another hobby of mine.
MashaAllah. And what do you do in your free time? Like when you got no school, no masjid, no mehfil?
Well, I'm a boy, so I like to chill out with my friends quite a lot, just to go out, see my friends. I'm quite close to a lot of them, so there's a group of us that hang about together. I like to hang around with them. I just practice in my room when I can, PlayStation, and I'm just like any other 18-year-old boy would do, I guess.
MashaAllah. And are you into sports?
Yeah, I'd say I used to watch football quite a lot, but I don't know, I just don't really get much time to watch it. But boxing, I watch quite a lot when the big fights are on and stuff. But I think I'm more inclined to boxing, over football and cricket and
boxing,
stuff. Yeah.
I've got brother Zairov asking, which team do you support in football?
Right, I'm getting a lot of criticism for this. I don't know. I don't really support a football team, to be honest. When I was young, I supported Manchester United because they were probably first all the time. You know how everyone is when they're young; they just want to support the team that's winning. But I don't really watch football now, so I don't really have a favorite. It's only if the World Cup comes on or something, I'd watch it, or if it's a Champions League
Let's.
final.
You have to give me one team. You have to give
One
me
team,
one team.
I'd have to
And
go
make
with
sure you think
Manchester
about it
United.
properly.
I'd have to go with Manchester United because
That's the
obviously,
one, mate. That's the one.
it's been the team that I
That's
supported.
the one, Ismail. That's the one. Yeah. Obviously, do you play football yourself as well? I mean, I remember we used to play football quite a lot
Yeah, we did.
in the
I
past.
remember the five-a-side
And then
football
you started
matches.
making excuses.
Yeah, I got a bit tired of it, to be honest.
You got lazy.
Yeah, I just got lazy. But I still play sometimes here and there in the street and the park and stuff when I can. Anyway, it's good. It's good exercise.
Other than football, what sport do you like that obviously that you can't play yourself? Like you did mention boxing. Anything else? Like
Other than boxing, I don't really think there's anything else, to be honest. I've tried watching cricket, but I don't think it's my thing. It's just too
too
long.
boring, you know?
It's just yeah. But I think it's just mainly boxing, football, to be honest. Nothing else much.
Acha, mashallah. That's good, Ismail. Ismail Hussain, request and not myself. This is a request from me. If you could recite Rabba Mere Halada.
No problem. रब्बा मेरे हाल दा महरम तू रब्बा मेरे हाल दा महरम तू अंदर तू है बाहर तू है 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 रोम रोम विच तू रब्बा मेरे हाल दा महरम तू रब्बा मेरे हाल दा महरम तू सदा बहार दाई इस बागे कदी खजाना आवे होवन फैज हजारां ताई हर भुखा फल खावे रब्बा मेरे हाल दा महरम तू कह हुसैन फकीर नुमाना कह हुसैन फकीर नुमाना कह हुसैन फकीर नुमाना कह हुसैन फकीर नुमाना मैं नाही बस तू रब्बा मेरे हाल दा महरम तू रब्बा मेरे हाल दा महरम तू महरम तू
Mashallah, Ismail Hussain Saab. That was very beautiful. Ismail Hussain Saab, so tomorrow is a big day for you then, isn't it? The Nasheed release day,
yeah
inshallah. Can you tell us a bit more what time the release is and everything?
so inshallah I'll be premiering on my YouTube channel at 5 p.m. inshallah. So it'll be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all social media, Spotify, and then also iTunes, Google Play. So it'll be on all platforms, inshallah.
What's your socials? You could just mention your socials to everyone.
So
Anyone
Instagram
wants
is
to follow you.
Ismail Hussain official. If you guys want to follow me, Facebook Ismail Hussain. My Snapchat's Ismail-Hussain. So I'm always posting on Snapchat and Instagram what I get up to, practicing, all that sort of stuff. So make sure you guys follow me on there.
Inshallah. Well, Ismail, I wish you nothing but the success, inshallah, with the remainder of the Nasheed from Project 5 and inshallah tomorrow's Nasheed as well. Hope it goes successful as you want. And just to finish off, if you could recite Salatu Salam, Ya Nabi Salam Alayka, and then we'll just wrap the show from here. And before that, I'd like to thank you for coming onto the show. taking it precious time out.
No problem. Thank you very
And
much for inviting me onto the show, having me tonight.
I have to have you on, brother. I have to have you on. You're my brother. You're my little brother. And Jazakallah to everybody that has join the show and give you a request. And if I have missed any requests, please do forgive me. And inshallah, hope to see you another episode in a few days, inshallah. Ismail Hussain, Ya Nabi, Salam Alaikum.
Ya Nabi, salam alayka. Ya Rasul, salam alayka. Ya Habib, salam alayka. Salawatullah alayka. I have no good deeds to show for all the days that I have lived for. And when death comes knocking at my door, you're the only one to call for. When I close my eyes eternally, let your vision be my company. Even though I'm far from worthy, but I'm proud to be your ummati. एक झलक जो देख पाऊं, जान मैं तुम पर लौटाऊं, राह में आंखें बिछाऊं, दस्त बस्ता फिर सुनाऊं, नाइबे अस्हाबो सेवर, पहले है सिद्दीक़े अकबर, फिर उमर उस्मान व हैदर, भेजिए सलाम इन पर, अस्तोफैले गौसे आजम, बादशाह है दो आलम, सदकाए इमाम आजम, दूर हो सभी के रंजो गम, या हबीबी या मुहम्मद, या नबी सलाम अलैका, या रसूल सलाम अलैका, या हबीब सलाम अलैका, सलावतुल्लाह अलैका.
مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم